YouTube, what the fuck is good? It's your man Heavy coming at you with a brand new video today. Today's video is going to be another vlog. I know I haven't uploaded in a while and I can go over the whole spiel about that, but I'm not going to. Probably going to remain that way until November when World War II drops. But speaking of which, after playing the beta, I think that World War II is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a great competitive year, and I'm super stoked and excited for November. But to get on to the meat and potatoes of the video, I'm going to be talking about my team situation, and if you know me personally or follow me close on Twitter or social media, you've probably know that my Twitter has been very toxic the last couple weeks. And I just want to come out and say I apologize for that. Um, there's a lot of shit's gone down, and I said a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I just want to go ahead and apologize for that up front. But to tell the story, basically, I am teaming with James or Celerity once again. We are a team of three with myself, James, and Trentio. We've got a couple people we're looking at for forts. We should be, and hopefully we'll be teaming under MK Ultra Esports, being as that we are an amateur team and in the amateur league. That's subject to change. You never know what's going to happen. But speaking on that, a lot went down in that process. Originally, James was teaming with Tristan or Airsick. That name's probably familiar. And a new guy named Genetic or Alex. And they were looking for a team of three to go into World War II. And I hit up James and I was like, hey, "Yo, let's run. I've got a lot of boots on the ground experience. I think this could be a good team." And I run with them, and James and Alex were both on board. Seemed excited to team with me. Thought that I was going to be a good pickup for the new game, but Tristan was super quiet about the whole ordeal. And so the next day, Tristan messages them in the group chat and says that they really need to crack down and find a fourth. And James and Alex were like, "What the hell? We have a really good fourth. It's Zach. He's got a lot of experience. He had a lot of success on boots on the ground. He should be the pickup. We're not going to find anything better before the game comes out." And Tristan said, "No, let's keep our options open and keep looking." Well, I ran with them a second day, and it was almost finalized. James and Alex were completely on board still, and they were, ready to do it. They added me to the team chat. They were telling the org about me, finalizing it. And that night, after I got off, Tristan singled out Alex and was like, "Hey, let's not team with Zach. Let's keep our options open, yada, yada, yada." And this was behind James's back, which he was the acting captain at the time, and they had an agreement that they wouldn't discuss team changes unless all three of them were there. So that really pissed off James. So James messages me and tells me about the whole ordeal. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, this guy Tristan doesn't want to team with me. So I'm going to confront him and figure out why and see if we can resolve the issue and make it work. So I messaged Tristan. I'm like, "Hey, man, like, what's the deal? You obviously don't want to team with me. Like, what's going on?" And basically, he made it out to seem, or this is what he said actually, that it was my fault that the build up to Dallas wasn't good. Basically made it seem like I wasn't dedicated. It was my fault that we didn't have enough practice time, and that the reason why we placed T80 was because it was my fault that we didn't get enough practice. And if you know me personally and you've played with me before, you know that I'm probably one of the most dedicated amateurs out there. I play 5 days a week, 6 to 10 hours a day, easy. And I've done that for a long time. I treat this like my job. It's me building a career for myself. And for someone to go out and throw all that out the window and claim that I'm not dedicated and I don't work hard enough kind of ticked me off. And I said some things that I probably shouldn't have said. I could have said them nicer. I could have kept my cool about it better, but I didn't. I kind of just lost it. And I'm not one that likes confrontation. I don't like shit talking. I don't like arguing with people. I like good vibes. I like good vibes with people. I like having a good time and getting better. But anyway, I defended myself and whatnot, and I said, whatever, I'm not going to argue with you about it. And then James invited me to a voice chat and asked me to talk it over with everybody and try to get it resolved. And I was willing. And Tristan wouldn't budge. He basically kept on about it, saying that it was my fault, this and that, and that they should still keep their options open. And at that point, I was red fucking hot. I was furious. So I left the voice chat. Some time goes by, and James tells me that he's going to leave Tristan and come team with me and take the org with him. And he basically was trying to make it seem like it was my fault that we didn't have enough practice because I had to work a job 2 days out of the week. And I'm going to get off track a little bit here and say this. If you are playing Call of Duty competitively full-time, or streaming full-time, or YouTubing full-time, please, for the love of God, have a job, at least a part-time job, or be going to school, or doing something to better your personal life, because not everybody in this community makes it. Not everybody goes pro. Not everybody becomes a huge partnered streamer or a big YouTuber. It just doesn't happen. And I'm not trying to tell people that you can't achieve your dreams, because you can, but you need to have a backup plan, because those things aren't always going to be there. You know, competitive gaming isn't always going to be there. YouTube isn't always going to be there, and streaming isn't always going to be there. So you need to have some sort of a backup plan. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. James left them and decided to come bring the organ himself with me. And after the fact, there was a lot of things that was said on Twitter by myself and Tristan that I'm not proud of. And like I said, I want to apologize for it. I hate being a toxic person. It's not my personality. But like I said, you know, sometimes you just got to defend yourself. But you also need to be calm and collected about it. And I definitely wasn't doing that. Anyway, another piece of advice I can give you: don't ever ego people. Don't treat people poorly in this community. Don't shit talk people unless you can absolutely avoid it, because you may, you know, play somebody in a GB ladder match and they're talking bunches of shit and you just fucking hate that person and you can't fucking handle it and you just say a bunch of mean, ugly shit. At the end of the day, that makes you a weaker person, and it's just not cool. Like, don't do it. You know, it's better just to, you know, take your L or take your W and move on. You know, learn from your mistakes. Be happy you won. But be a good sport. Don't rub it in people's faces. Don't get mad because someone said that you aren't good enough. You know, just get better. You know, if someone thinks that you're not good enough to team with them or not good enough to play wagers with, or, you know, whatever, don't take it as a personal insult. Just use it as a drive to get better. Because the more you shit talk and talk about on Twitter and, you know, what have you, it just makes you look so unprofessional. And I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. And I'm working on it. But, you know, work on that every day. If you're one of those people that likes to shit talk and, you know, cause a bunch of drama on Twitter and gets mad when people say they don't want to play with you, you know, just work on not getting angry, work on getting better, work on taking it as a, you know, a drive to better yourself. But anyway, on a happier note, I did receive my Twitch affiliate invitation. I'm in the process of getting my W-9 tax forms reviewed for that. And as you can see, I've updated the setup a little bit. I'm now running with a 1080p webcam and a very nice Samsung Meteor Studio microphone. And I'm in a completely different room. So, hey. Anyway, I'm about to get off of here. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to address some stuff that was going on, and get that off my chest, because that's been burning a hole in the back of my head for a while. I really haven't formally apologized for any of that shit that went down a week or two ago. But anyway, as always, it's your man Heavy. Peace.